Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, may I please your attention? There is another funeral coming in, so if you're not part of the next service, would you be kind enough to head out into the car park, please? Thank you. Yeah, we can definitely leave it here, and then we'll take it. Okay, okay, then we can just leave it here. There we go. Yep, yep, yep. No problem at all. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, one eyeball already. That should be better. Hey, pin bên ngoài. Gue paste bentar. Badve. Does really have to carry her in? Yeah. I mean, we can, but it's nicer to carry in. What, you didn't have that on the other day. What happened to you? You did. I didn't notice it. If you don't, that's fine. I mean, we can always go over it. Okay. Stop playing now. So, should we stop the video now? Yes. Here's one, two, three, four, five, six. Boom. Where you from? Yeah, I like that. Yeah, sure. We're good to carry? Okay. Follow our examples. Hold the coffee inside. Cool. That's right. That's
राम नाम सत्य है, 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 राम नाम
I guess you guys should start coming out. Start coming
राम
out.
नाम सत्य है, मंगलम भगवान विष्णु मंगलम पुंडरीकाक्षो मंगलाय
Just on the wall there. How's it? Everybody either sit down or come forward to Panditji for the puja, and I will take care of whatever's outside. No, 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 that's fine. Look at the door first, yes. In front of the door. So, go in and so forth. So they'll let you in once they finish. Let's sort this out. Yeah. About 3 people.
ओम शिवाय संस्कृति मंगलम भगवान विष्णु मंगलम गरुड़ध्वज मंगलम पुंडरीकाक्षो मंगलाय ओम गदेश मंत्र है तप्य साधु जुगला सुतम तत्सुतरत वैश्वती मंगलम भगवान विष्णु मंगलम गरुड़ध्वज मंगलम पुंडरीकाक्षो मंगलाय चंद्रमा मनसो जातश्चक्षुः सूर्यो यदायता श्रुतिस्मानसा मुखादग्निरजायता भूतिपदेवरूपस्थं सर्वसाक्षी अभिघ्नचित्तः यावत् कर्मसमाप्ति सा तावतं सुस्थिरो भवः अपुत्रः पुत्रो वा सर्वे समाह्याभ्यन्तरशुचिः मंगलम भगवान विष्णुर्मंगलम गरुड़ध्वजा मंगलम पुंडरीकांचो मंगलाय तनोहरिः शांतकारं भुजगशयनं पद्मनाभं सुरेश्वरं
विश्वहिदारं गणशदर्शं मेघवर्णं शुभागनं लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनं योगिविद्यार्गम्यं वन्दे विष्णु भवभयहरणं सर्वलोकैकनाथनं ठीक है. Now we're going to take a sankalp. So the whole point of today, we're going to be doing everything in 5. So the reason for this is our body is made up of the 5 elements. So we're now preparing the body, purifying the body at the same time to send it back into the 5 elements. So the first one will be fire, then it will go into the smoke, and then after some time we put it in the river. Some ashes may go into the earth. So similar like this, we're going to prepare the body for the 5. Okay, so the main prayer you'll be saying today is, as Hindus, we believe that Mataji's body is here, but her Atma is now starting a journey. Okay, so the destination for this journey is with Param Atma. So our main prayer today will be to connect Atma to Param Atma, and then if this cannot be done for whatever reason, then we pray that she comes reborn into a good family, into a good time. Okay, so we'll keep this in mind. You're going to say Om,
Om
Vishnu,
Vishnu
Vishnu,
Vishnu
Vishnu.
Vishnu.
Okay, go close to you. Harihi Om Tatsatah Vishnuh Adamah Puratne Purano Purushotmehe Shvetehe Varakalpehe Ashavimshati Kalyug Hirnime Kande Salya Deshe Antargatah Nusathal Mahagram Antargatah Iti Shrihi Shravan Masahe Shihi Shukal Pakshehe Amukhatito Iti Shi Saptamitito Amukavasare Iti Shrihi Budravasramukalah Iti Shrihi अमुक कालः मध्य कालः अमुक जजमान नाम से है अमुक जजमान नाम से है ति श्रीः स्वाति नाम से अमुक गोत्र से कश्यप गोत्र से है प्रतस्व नाम से है इति सरोजनी भार्वे नाम से है प्रतः नित्य कहा उत्तम लोकपात मरुम देहिम कर्म करिष्य है. You're gonna place it on the chest. हरि ओम स्वस्ति ओम स्वस्ति ओम स्वस्ति. So now we are going to place some items and also the pin. Can you pass me the pin from there, please? The pin, the rice bowl we just made. Yeah. Okay. Can you hold this one for me, please? Can you grab the diya and agarbatti, everything? Just grab the plate. First one here. So the first one you will be offering on the chest. Okay, so the 5 different body parts will be offering and purifying at the same time. So first we'll put these on the chest. Harihi Om Admata Gotra Saheti Shrihi Admata Gotra Saheti Shri Kashyap Gotra Amuka Nama Sahe Iti Shrihi Sarojini Badve Nama Sahe Om Atra Nishita Maya Dyota Tapo Patishtatamah. Now you're going to take one pin. When you offer this one, then the last two fingers you should touch is these two. Okay, so when you place it on the chest. हरि ओम अद्मत गोत्र से कश्यप गोत्र से अमुक नाम से तिशि सरोजिनी भार्वे नाम से है प्रेत पिंड है मृत स्थाने शिव निषद इस पिंडमय दो तपो प्रतिष्ठतामः. Yes, and then sprinkle some water on top, just a couple drops. ओम शिहि कश्यप गोत्र से सरोजिनी भार्वे नाम से है. You're going to show the diya and agarbatti. नाम से है प्रेत पिंड है पर्य है प्रत्न वने जन जल में दे दियो तपो प्रतिष्ठतामः. Okay. This one will go on the left arm. हरि ओम अद्भुत गोत्र सहेति श्री कश्यप गोत्र से नाम से है सरोजिनी भावरे नाम से है इति श्री प्रेत द्वारे देश पिंड स्थान अत्र अवन निषदो नयो तपो प्रतिष्ठतामः. Take one pin in the same place. ओम अति श्री कश्यप गोत्र से है सरोजिनी भावरे नाम से है प्रेत द्वारे देश पातम अपातम निमित्त विष्णु देवता वशितो बियोतो हो तपोपतिष्ठतामः। ओम महति श्रीः ओम मह कश्यप गोत्र से श्री सरोजिनी भावरे नाम से प्रेत फंदनः। ओम मह पातः पिंडः पर्यः बथ जनन जलम मेहदमय द्योत तपोपतिष्ठतामः। Coming down next to the left leg. हरि ओम कश्यप गोत्र सरोजिनी भावरे नाम से हे प्रेत चतुर किचर नाम पिंड स्थान अत्रवने निश्चयमय द्योत तपोपतिष्ठतामः। Take one pind. ओम अति शिहि कश्यप गोत्र से सरोजिनी भावरे नाम प्रेत दशत किचर निमित्तः इष्टमय द्योत तपोपतिष्ठताम। कश्यप गोत्र से सरोजिनी भावरे नाम से प्रेत किचर पिंडः परिवर्तन निश्चयमय द्योत तपोपतिष्ठतामः। ओम मंगलम भगवान विष्णुर्मंगलम गरुड़ध्वजा मंगलम पुंडरीकांचो मंगलाये तनो हरिः। Now we're going to place everything near the right arm. हरि ओम कश्यप गोत्र से है श्री सरोजिनी भावरे नाम से है प्रेत है पृषण भूत नाम पिंड स्थान अत्रे अवने निश्चय मय दे मय दियतो तपो अपतिष्ठतामः। ओम श्री अदमुद गोत्र सह ओम श्री कश्यप गोत्र सरोजिनी भावरे नाम से है प्रेत विश्रांत भूत नाना रुद्र देवता व इष्ट पिंडमय देवत तपो प्रतिष्ठताम। श्री कश्यप गोत्र सरोजिनी नाम से प्रेत विश्राम भूत नाम पिंड है नाम प्रत्यय नश नियदय तपो प्रतिष्ठतामः। Now the last one near the right leg. ओम श्री कश्यप गोत्र से है ओम सरोजिनी भावरे नाम प्रेत चेतायम साधक नामक पिंड स्थान अत्रे नमने निश्चितमय देवतोपो प्रतिष्ठतामः। ओम श्री अनुमत गोत्र सहति श्री अनुमत गोत्र से श्री कश्यप गोत्र से सरोजिनी भावरे नाम से है चेताम साधक पिंड परिवर्तन निश्चिते तपो अपतिष्ठतामः। Yeah, 1 minute. Yeah. Now you're going to place some tika on Mataji's forehead. Kasturim tilakam lalat patale vakshte stale kostubhyam. If anyone wants to place chandan on the forehead, this will be your only opportunity. And also Ganga Jal in the mouth. Anyone wanted to offer, this is your time. You can offer some in Mataji's mukh. Yeah. And try and put one leaf as well in there. So this will be the final viewing. After this, we won't be opening the box. So if anyone wanted to offer Ganga Jal and put chandan on her forehead, then this is your opportunity. Om Namami Shamisham Nirvana Rupam Vivim Vyapakam Brahma Vede Swarupam Vijam Nirgunam Nirvakalapam Niriham Chitakashvakasavasam Vajeham Nirakar Mohkar Moolam Turiham Giragyana Goti Tamisham Girisham Karalam Mahakalakalam Kripalam Gunagar Sansara Parunatoham Tushara Gauram Gambhiram Anubhota Koti Prabhashi Shariram सफर्मोलिकल्लोलिनी चारु गंगा लसत भाल भालेन्तु कंठे भुजंगा चलत कुंडलंबु सुनेत्रं विशालं प्रसन्नाननं नीलकंठं दयालं मृगादिशम्भमरं मुन्नमालं प्रिय शंकरं सर्वनाथं भजामि प्रचंड प्रकष्टं पगलनं परेशम् अखंडम् अजन् भानुकोटि प्रकाशं त्रियशूल निर्मूल शूलमपानि भजेऽहं भवानी पतिं भवगम्यं कलातीत कलयान्त कल्पान्तकारी सदा सच्चिदानंद दाता पुरारी चितानंद संदोह मोह पहारी प्रसिद्ध प्रसिद्ध पूर्वन्मतारी न यावतु मानाद पादारि बिंदिन विजिमते हि लोके परेवानरारं न तावसकं शाति संतापनाशं प्रसिद्ध सर्वभूतादिवासं न जानामि योगं जपिं पूजं न तो हम सदा सर्वदा शंभुतुभ्यं जरा जन्म दुःखदात प्रमाणं प्रभु पाहि आपं नमामि शंभु रुद्राश्रमिद प्रोक्ति विघ्नहरतोषिये ये पठन्ति नरा भक्ता तेषां शंभु प्रसिद्धते। ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय मंगलम भगवान विष्णुर मंगलम गरुड़ध्वजा मंगलम पुंडरीकांचो मंगलाये तनो हरिः। We'll just say a final prayer and then yeah, and then we are good to go.
Yeah, he's coming.
Oh, okay. Okay, all good.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. बोलिए हे वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय. Guess while we're waiting for one fun member to come, family member, we'll just say some of the Gita, and then you guys be comfortable to say there. So in the first chapter of the Gita, Arjun has many questions to Krishna Bhagwan. So at this time, Krishna Bhagwan starts giving some answers from the second chapter. So in the second chapter, the first thing that Krishna Bhagwan says कि मनुष्य के लिए शोक करता है और पंथीजन से वचनों को कहता है, परंतु जिनके प्राण चले गए हैं उनके लिए, जिनके प्राण नहीं गए उनके लिए भी पंथीजन नहीं शोक करते हैं. So despite the difficult situation and the scenes that are going on today, but still Krishna Bhagwan is saying to Arjun that we shouldn't have too much sadness at a time like this. Why? Because we need to understand that as our body changes from being a child to growing up into your young teens, and then growing up into your 20s, and then so on and so forth, like our body is always changing, that's similar to our Atma, to our soul. So that's what Krishna Bhagwan is saying. And then Krishna Bhagwan goes on to say, like when our clothes start to get old, we throw them away. That's what our Atma does with the body essentially. So it leaves one body and then goes on and takes another form. So as Hindus, like I explained briefly before, please come. As Hindus, like we explained briefly before, our main goal is Sanatana Dharma, is we're trying to attach our Atma to Param Atma. नाश रहित उसको जान, हे कुंती पुत्र, सर्दी गर्मी और सुख दुख देवी इंद्र विषयों को संयोग उत्पत्ति विनाश और अनित्य है, इसलिए है भारत उसको सहन करे. Then Krishna Bhagwan goes on to say that in this life that we have, we will get difficult times, but we will also have good times. In both times, we should definitely be taking God's name. In the end, Krishna Bhagwan says that in our life that we should always be trying to have peace. So often in Western weddings they say rest in peace, but here Krishna Bhagwan is putting the question forward to you guys, that why rest in peace when we can live in peace. And so Krishna Bhagwan goes through many ways that we can achieve a peaceful life, and keeping in mind that the sins that we have today, that one day this will also be our fate. बोलिए हे वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय. I think Lucky last. ॐ मङ्गलानां च कर्तुः वन्दे वाणी विनायकः भवानी शङ्करोः वन्देः श्रद्धा विश्वासस्वरूपिणिः यव्यां विनय पश्यन्ति सिद्धिः स्वतः वन्दे बोधमणिनित्यं गुरुशङ्करस्वरूपिणीं वन्दे विशुद्धविज्ञानकवीश्वरोः कवीश्वरोः उद्भवः सितसंहारे कारिणी क्लेशहारिणीम् ॐ महयवां विवाति बुधार्षिता देवगामस्तके बाले बलविदुर्गले गरलं राष्ट्रतमहम् ओम गंगा गीता चा गायत्री सीता सत्या सरस्वती ब्रह्म विद्या. Did you want to close the books? If you guys can do it if you want. Come if you can help. Someone will pick up the flowers. ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुक्मिवावन्दनान् मृत्युर्मुक्षेयमामृतात् ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुक्मिवावन्दनान् मृत्युर्मुक्षेयमामृतात् ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुक्मिवावन्दनान् मृत्युर्मुक्षेयमामृतात् ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय ॐ नमः शिवाय.
Excellent. I'll do the rest. We'll put the keys in and then we'll put the
Yeah, I'll take this one.
Thank you.
Oh, good. That's okay. No problem. No problem. Oh, good. Huh?
So family, what would you like me to do now?
Will it this here or
Yes, just leave it.
This will go inside.
when people put the petals go near the photo?
Yeah, it goes near the photo, yes.
Will you keep something there?
I can give you one plate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. We'll put it on there. That's fine.
Later on, we can put it later when
Yes, yes.
people come for it. And will you be moving this or leave it here?
Yeah, up to you. We can move it. Yeah.
Just put it in the corner.
I'll put it.
Safe?
Yeah, that will go inside anyway.
Yeah.
No. Oh, no, nothing like that. No, it's perfectly safe.
mine. I can share with Swati. Testing.
Ah, that's good. Still working. Don't worry.
Yeah. Okay. Just for your information, so you know.
I'll sit here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so who is the MC?
Just we're not leaving.
Wonderful. Yeah, wonderful, wonderful. Great.
Shall we open the door now?
Yeah, we can let them in. Yes, I will open the door and I'll announce that people can come in. That's if you guys are ready. Yeah. Very well. I shall open the doors. Yes, no problem. You down me when you're ready. I will.
Danish will direct people to go out whenever it is done. Petals and yes. Once we will start coming, we will come. What do you want to change?
No, I think that's good. Yeah. These bags and these bags. Bags here. Right? Yeah, thank you.
Phones off. Off work, silence.
Yeah, it is.
Just on the around the stage, next to the top, and yeah, that's fine. And I'm also opening up the. Ladies and gentlemen, as you're coming in, and if you don't find a seat, you can always go around that pillar there, go upstairs, and this sitting upstairs, or we are soon getting that adjoining room opened for people who wish to sit in there. Well, good afternoon, all. Thank you all for coming today on behalf of the Badve family. My name is Jainesh Jogia. I am the funeral director. I own and I run Agni Funeral Services. Today we are here to mark a beautiful life, well lived, connections well lived, and for that we have already finished with the religious ceremonies. So we've done the traditional work. As a matter of housekeeping, may I please ask that you all turn off your mobile phones and put it on silent. Otherwise, inadvertently, we'll have some tune playing while something is going on. You go to the toilets, you head out of the hall, go right to the end, turn around, and then you'll see the signs. So whilst we're here, please remember why we're here. Please maintain silence and observe the proceedings. I will now call upon Annie to do her welcome and start the process. Thank you.
Thank you. Please, if you can find some seats upstairs, or there's some around here as well for those standing at the back. And there's a room adjacent as well if you need to sit. Family and friends, I'm Ashwini, or Annie as a lot of you know me, and I'm Sarojini's middle daughter. Thank you all for joining us as we celebrate the life of Sarojini, so fondly known to so many of us as simply as Ai, which means mum. You'll hear mum also being referred to today as Sarubai and Saruatya. Today we also remember Nana, who passed away 16 years ago. Still feels like yesterday that he was with us. I'm sure that I speak for all three of us when I say that we still feel his presence very strongly, and I'm sure he's with us today. We'd like to acknowledge and welcome those of you who could not join us today, but are with us on the live stream in the UK, in India, Melbourne, Brisbane, Canberra, Darwin, Adelaide and Sydney. Most of today's service will be conducted in English, but there'll be sections that will be in our traditional language in Marathi. Sanjay, my brother-in-law, will say some verses from the Vedas and Bhagavad Gita between some of the eulogies, but will also give an English translation. Sanjay will also read out a eulogy from my aunt Shashimami in Marathi, but we'll have this transcript available on the screen for those who want to read that in English. I'd like to say a few words not directly about Ai, but about the qualities and personality that I see of Ai in her grandchildren. Kiran, a fierce loyalty and love of family. Gita, a feeling of joy and contentment just to be physically close to her loved ones. Rian, a cheekiness, especially when she was little, but continues today, and a free spirit to follow her dreams. Rowan, a wonderful ability to greet and make all feel acknowledged and welcome. Lisa, a serene, quiet achiever, but feisty when required. And Raphael, he's just waiting for this. He has a devotion and a love for his grandparents that is incredible. And finally, Ai's two great-granddaughters, Satya and Lalita, and others who may come along. We look forward to seeing the qualities of Ai shine through in you. Over the last few days, as I was reflecting on the phrase rest in peace, I realized Ai's whole life was one of peace. Peace within herself, with her family, with all that she came into contact with, as well as the world at large. So Ai is resting in peace, and she passed away peacefully, but more importantly, she lived peacefully. And what a wonderful way to live. I'll now hand over to my son Rowan to say a few words.
Thanks, Mum, for those lovely words. Now, I would like to share some of my own stories and memories about Ai with all of you here today. A childhood memory of mine that has always stayed with me is from 2010, when I was only 7 years old and Nana, my grandfather, was in palliative care at the time. I wanted to be close to him physically, so I would actually climb onto the hospital bed to sleep next to him. Ai, being the loving and caring soul she was, would always make sure I was comfortable next to him, whether it was by adjusting the pillow under my head or finding a blanket for me to be under as well. An example of the quiet, loving care Ai always showed me, even in the most difficult of moments for her. Another memory of mine was when my family moved into the Hurstville house around 2011. I distinctly remember Dad had bought this toy of his favourite tentacle monster, Cthulhu, and he would annoy Rian and I with it endlessly. But one day, Cthulhu had just disappeared, and Dad was adamant that one of us kids had gotten rid of it. A few years later, we found a toy hidden in Ai's cupboard. Ai, ever the conflict resolver and peacemaker, had hidden the toy, so Dad could not annoy us with that toy ever again. After I turned 18 and finished high school, I was thrown into the deep and difficult world of being an adult, which meant having to do extra chores, like washing my own clothes. So I would begrudgingly do this, dry them, and then leave them in a pile. If I was home at the time, she would insist on perfectly folding them for me, despite my parents' deep objections. Truly a testimony to how even into her early 90s, she would lovingly help where she could. However, what's most salient to me about her is that Ai is an embodiment of discipline and great health. She always ate well, with modest portions, she rarely got sick, and she never needed to take regular medication. Having lived to 95, she showed us that a long life is measured not only in the years, but in the love, strength, and grace shared along the way. I love you, Ai, and your legacy is one of graciousness and humility, one which has imprinted itself upon me and everyone else who knew you and your character. Now I'd like to pass it to my uncle Sanjay to say a few words.
भगवद गीता अध्याय 2 श्लोक 22 वासासि जीर्णानि यथा विहाय नवानि गृह्णाति नरोपराणि तथा शरीराणि विहाय जीर्णा न्यन्यानि संयाति नवानि देहि. This is from the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, verse 22. As a person sheds worn out garments and wears new ones, likewise, at the time of death, the soul casts off its worn out body and enters a new one. Now we will see and hear two eulogies sent from England. The first one is Annie's daughter Rian, and the second one is from Dr. Shubhada Suri, known in the family as Nini, who is Sarojini's niece.
As you know, I can't be here with you all right now, but I'd like to say a few short words about Patty. Of course, like everyone else, I could spend hours talking about this wonderful woman, but I'll just talk about a few things I always think about. She was the gentle force between Mum and I. Every time we fight and bicker, she would always be the one to calm us down. But I was spoiled because every time I would run to her and she'd take my side, even if I was in the wrong. And she'd lay me down on her lap and stroke my hair and give me a cuddle and call me a good girl, which must have made Mum a bit annoyed. It was always the little things she would do for us, which you don't realize happened until you look back on it and just realize how meaningful they were. And in a chaotic household, she was always such a present and gentle soul. After Nana passed, we were at her school for a bit, and I was always studying in her room while she slept, just for that bit of company and just her calming presence. And it also made me feel like I needed to buckle down and actually work instead of getting distracted. Another thing I fondly remember is how I used to make these excellent banana pancakes after I come home from school. If you know me, you know I despise banana, but these were just, it was the only time I ever liked banana, and I used to beg her for them. And she made me love something that usually I would absolutely hate. Man, now I'm craving them, so I hope someone has that recipe. She always believed in me and wanted me to follow her dreams. She told me about her time in the UK, and that was one of the reasons that partly inspired me to move here. It's been a bit hard since I'm so far away from all my family, especially during this time. But I know she'd be proud of me, and if I can be just 1% of the woman she was, then I'm not in life. You're one of the most important and special people in my life, and every day I will strive to make you proud and demonstrate the kindness you showed and taught everyone around me.
Hello, I'm Shubhada Suri. I'm Sarojini's niece, her older brother's daughter. She is also my mom's friend. I live in the UK, and though we are separated by thousands of miles, I've always had a close connection and bond with my Australia family. Here are a few words in celebration of Sarojini's life. On Sarojini's passing away, a deep sadness in my heart, memories passing by, good times spent together that will never perish or die. A kind and gentle being, always smiling face, ever humble demeanor, for beauty and grace. Grand and great grandchildren, doting daughters around her. She was blessed by the gods, had love and care around. Thinking of dear Sarvatya lights a light in my heart. A warm hug envelops me, encompassing every part. My father's younger sister and mom's childhood friend, relationships that are immortal and have no beginning or end. Thank you.
भगवद्गीता अध्याय 2 श्लोक 23. नैनम छिन्दन्ति शस्त्राणि नैनम दहति पावकः नैनम छिन्दन्ति शस्त्राणि नैनम दहति पावकः न चैनम क्लेदयन्त्यापो न शोषयति मारुतः. This is a verse 23 from chapter 2 from Bhagavad Gita. Weapons cannot shred the soul, nor can fire burn it. Water cannot wet it, nor can the wind dry it. As Annie mentioned, this is a message from Sarojini's friend and sister-in-law from Nashik in India. I'll read it in Marathi. The English transcription will be displayed on the screen. आठवणी दाटतात. सरूबाई आणि मीच नव्हे तर आमच्या दोन्ही कुटुंबातील तरुण मंडळी राष्ट्रसेवा दल या सांस्कृतिक संघटनेशी निगडीत होते. त्यामुळे तसे संबंध घनिष्ठ होते. आम्ही सर्वजण संध्याकाळी राष्ट्रसेवा दलाच्या शाखेत जात असू. माझा विवाह सरूबाईंच्या बंधूंशी म्हणजे जयंतरावांशी झाला. तेव्हा ती माझी नणंद बनली. नाहीतर आम्ही खऱ्याखुऱ्या पहिल्यापासून मैत्रिणीच. विवाहानंतर सासरी गेल्यावर मला सर्वात जो पाठिंबा मिळाला तो सरूबाईकडूनच. तो 60-70 वर्षापूर्वीचा काळ. त्यावेळी सासू सुनांचे संबंध आजच्या प्रमाणे मैत्रीपूर्ण नव्हते. मला आठवते कधीही मतभेदाचा प्रश्न आला की सरूबाईचा नेहमीच मला पाठिंबा असे. फार काय, मी स्वयंपाकघरात नवशिकीच होते, परंतु मी केलेल्या कोणत्याही पदार्थाची ती इतकी प्रशंसा करीत असे की दुसऱ्याला बोलायला वावच नसे. तिने मी केलेल्या खाद्यपदार्थाला चांगलं म्हणायचं हा अलिखित करार झाला होता. माझ्या सासरचं कुटुंब खूप मोठं होतं. पै पाहुणा नेहमी असायचा, पण सरूबाई नेहमी कामाला वाघ. खरं तर सगळ्या भावंडातील धाकटी म्हणून सर्वांची लाडकी. यांची तर ती फारच लाडकी. तिचा विवाहही यांच्या विजेटीआय कॉलेजमध्ये शिकत असताना त्यांच्या रूममधील मित्राबरोबरच ठरला. घरात आनंदी आनंद झाला, जणू दुधात साखर पडली. ते देखील इंजिनियर झाले आणि इंग्लंडमध्ये जाऊन त्यांनी PhDची उच्च पदवीही मिळवली. त्यानंतर सर्व कुटुंब ऑस्ट्रेलियाला स्थायिक आहे. नानासाहेबांच्या आगमनानं आमचा छान ग्रुप जमला. जे कृष्णमूर्तींच्या वार्षिक स्नेहसंमेलनातही आम्ही बरोबर गेलो होतो. मुंबईला असताना नाशिकला येणं जाणं नित्याचंच असे. सरूबाई आणि नानासाहेब यांचा सहवास आनंददायी असे. सरूबाई आणि मी माननीय यदुनाथ थत्यांच्या बरोबर आदिवासी भागातही एकत्र कॅम्पला गेलो होतो. तेथील नवख्या वातावरणात आम्ही दोघींनी मनसोक्त आनंद लुटला. सेवा दलाच्या कलापथकातही सरूबाई काम करीत असे. मुळात गोरा रंग, प्रसन्न चेहरा, अत्यंत निर्मळ आनंदी स्वभाव आणि साधी भोळी ही तिची वैशिष्ट्य. त्यामुळे कलापथकातही अगदी उठून दिसायची. खादी बोर्डाच्या शिक्षा विभागातही आम्ही दोघींनी मनापासून 1.5 वर्ष काम केलं. सरूबाईला स्वच्छतेची फार आवड आणि तिचं नाकही तीक्ष्ण होतं. खादी बोर्डाच्या ऑफिसमध्ये असताना चहासाठी आम्हाला एका शेजारच्या हॉटेलमध्ये जावं लागत असे. त्या दिवशी प्रथम आम्ही चहासाठी गेल्यावर त्यांनी ज्या कपामध्ये आम्हाला चहा दिला ते कप स्वच्छ नव्हते. सरूबाईने चहा नाकारला. इतकंच नव्हे तर दुसऱ्या दिवशी आम्ही चहासाठी आमचे ग्लास घरून घेऊन गेलो. ते त्या हॉटेलमध्ये कायम ठेवले आणि त्यातूनच आम्हाला चहा देत जा असं मालकाला बजावलं. सरूबाईने येवल्यातही शिक्षिकेची नोकरी केली आणि ऑस्ट्रेलियातही तिनं हे काम चालूच ठेवलं. ती कधीही रिकामी बसली नाही. तिचं लग्न झाल्यानंतर ती प्रथम मुंबईला गेली तेव्हा मला फार जड गेलं. ती जाताना मी तिची सुई, दोरा, सेफ्टी पिन, नॅपकिन अशा लहान सहान गोष्टींची देखील तयारी करून दिली होती. तिच्या सासूबाई तर म्हणाल्या, या दोघी गेल्या जन्मी सख्या बहिणी असल्या पाहिजेत. ती ऑस्ट्रेलियाला गेली तरी आमच्या संबंधात अजिबात अंतर पडलं नाही. तिच्या मुली आणि माझी मुलं यांचे कायमचे घनिष्ठ संबंध राहिले. योगाचाही तिने अभ्यास केला. ती स्वयंपाकही आवडीनं करीत असे. तिच्या पुलाव आणि फ्रूट सॅलडवर सर्वजण विशेषतः बाळ गोपाळ मंडळी अगदी खुश असत, कारण त्यावेळी हे दोन्ही पदार्थ अगदी नवीन होते. सरूबाईचे गुण गावे तेवढं थोडंच. यांची तर ती लाडकी बहीण आणि माझी आवडती मैत्रीण, नणंद. शेवटी नात्या गोत्यांच्या सर्व मर्यादा संपतात आणि राहतं ते निखळ प्रेम. हे प्रेमही तिच्या सहवासात आजही अनुभवत आहे. तिच्या जाण्यानं माझं मन अगदी व्यथित झालंय. Alas, Swati, to come forward.
Hello. Thank you for all coming today. Our friends, extended family, the care staff who supported our mom, and the many people who have simply admired and respected our parents. There have been outpouring of messages that have come from so many. They've been from India and from friends in Sydney. So thank you. Yes, today is a great day of sadness. So as I have lost my mother, our aunt, and the wonderful age of 95. But it is also a time to pay tribute to a lovely, warm, smiling lady and to celebrate the wonderful life that she had. For the first 8 years of my life, I was the only child, and then these two came along. I was sailing along just fine, enjoying the full attention of my parents. At the age of 1, I went to England with my parents as my father, Nana, was doing his PhD at University of Leeds. While we were in UK, the story goes, and this is from my mother, that when I was 3-year-old, my parents left me with their friends and went on a 20-day holiday around Europe. This was in 1963. Unbelievable. Agree? I also have the largest collection of childhood photographs, much to the jealousy of my sisters. There is an age gap of 8 to 10 years between me and my sisters, and what that meant, fast forward to today, is that I had grandchildren around her for almost 40 years. She has 6 grandchildren across different age groups and 2 great grandchildren under the age of 3. Little Satya and Lalita always brought a great joy to her, and they are here today in the front row. For 40 years, there were always children around her, and that kept her young at heart. But it worked both ways. Her grandchildren absolutely loved her. Their lives were enriched by Ai, and the children gave her a lifelong sense of purpose. All 3 of us always welcomed Ai and Nana whenever they dropped in. Before the days of mobile phones, I would call each of her 3 daughters one by one every day to ask how the children were and to give us advice on many matters. I have to say, Rupa probably had the most patience on the phone with Ai. After all, she is Ai's baby. After my father passed away in 2010, I spent significant amounts of time with each of us, rotating between the 3 families. She quietly adapted to the weird and wonderful ways of each of her daughters and their families, always with that smile and with no complaints. Our son Kiran got to spend a lot of time with his grandparents. Ai and Nana were still quite young and energetic, and our second child, Geeta, needed a lot of support due to her disability. The presence of my mother, Ai, during that time, supporting us, giving us strength through one of the most difficult periods of our lives, and being there for our 3-year-old son, Kiran. Has been one of the greatest blessings of my life. I told her this. I told her this just 4 months ago when I held her hand and I thanked her. And now I feel that she has passed the baton on to me to be equally strong, to listen, to care, and to love my family as she did. I never got angry. She never raised her voice at us, even when we did. A mother's love never ceases, and I want to share a couple of very recent examples. Yes, she had dementia towards the end. One of us was always there at dinner time in aged care to help her. One evening at about 7:15 p.m., I said good night to her. She replied, "It's late. Is there enough food for you at home?" Even when her memory was fading, she was still thinking about whether her daughter had enough food at home. Her caring nature never left her. Then on Tuesday, 4th of August, just 10 days before she passed away, Sanjay and I were sitting next to her filling out the census form. I asked her 6 questions. Because of her dementia, I gave her choices. For example, I asked, "Where were you born? India or Australia?" She answered correctly. When we went through questions one by one, and when she got all 6 answers correct, I told her, "I'm giving you 6 out of 6 marks, I." Oh, you should have seen her smile. It was priceless. She made sure she was counted in the census. At that moment, our hearts were filled with incredible joy. It was such a small moment, but one that I will treasure forever. There's one more thing I have to mention. I's love for tea. She always enjoyed a proper cup of tea, made from loose leaf tea and boiled in a pot. After Sanjay retired, whenever he was home, he made tea. I would always drink and say that she liked the tea made by him and not mine. Mine was a tea bag, dip dip. Even in HK, particularly in the early days, she would ask Sanjay, "Have you come to take me home?" As if I wasn't feeling guilty enough. She had special connection with Sanjay, and we all have our own little memories of her that we will carry with us. We came to Australia in 1974. Over the years, some of our friends who were around my age came to Australia in the 1990s. They had children of similar age to ours, but they had left their own parents behind. So my parents became, in a way, adopted or NRI parents to many of our friends and grandparents to their children. And they called my mother I too. And that is something very special about that word. I means mother. But for so many people, she became their I as well. And more recently, even the care staff at the aged care called her I. So she was not just our mother, she became I to many people whose lives she touched. So I finally thank you for teaching me by the way you lived your life to be strong, to care for each other, to listen, and most importantly, to love our families. You have now passed the baton to us. We will carry that forward. You will always be in our hearts, and your memory will live on forever. And finally, I thank you for giving me 2 wonderful younger sisters. We promise you that Ministry of Three Sisters will stand in solidarity. We love you, I. Can I ask Rupa and Laisa to come up and say a few words?
I have always called my mother Sarojini Ai, which means mum. Like Ai Rupa was the baby in the family, the youngest of 3 daughters and equally spoiled. When I was young, I was oh so cheeky and oh so naughty. I know I gave Ai and my father Nana grief. Ai was never once angry with me, but always spoke gently and showed me the way. She knew that often my behavior was because I was hungry or tired, so she rushed to feed me and allowed me to cry on her lap till I fell asleep. I remember clearly the time I frustrated her when I dropped a glass bottle of milk on the tiles in the kitchen. A pregnant Swati was about to arrive, and there was a big mess on the floor. She still didn't yell at me, but rather at the mess on the floor, and we rushed to clean it up together. It was the one time she raised her voice, and that too only slightly. Ai was a social studies teacher and a social worker. We talked about many things relating to philosophy, child psychology, homeopathy, education, sociology, and humanity. Her biggest strength, however, was listening. She was the loving, calm, supportive, non judgmental matriarch for our family. In her last 2 years, it was comforting to know that Ai was across the road from the Hurstville house, her home for 50 years. To the staff at Regis Hurstville, your care and dedication was truly appreciated. There are many people who lovingly did so much for Ai. Juliana and Reshma, thank you. Ai felt so comfortable in your care. There are friends who brought her home-cooked food, friends that mended her clothes, friends that helped her organize many functions and parties at home, friends that sang for her and played music, friendly neighbors that shared in her laughter and sadness, friends that invited her to celebrate weddings and birthdays, the younger generation that came to visit and show respect. You did this because she was your friend, Maushi, Aji, and Ai. The family thanks all of you. There are many fond memories of social gatherings held at our Hurstville house. Ai and Nana were instrumental in starting the classical music programs and encouraging new upcoming artists. They enjoyed attending and hosting these music programs. After their retirement, they were also integral in organizing the senior citizen programs. All these events built lifelong friendships and were joyful, happy moments in Ai's life that gave her lasting memories. We have a large family in India who we know will miss Ai dearly. She was your Atya, Maushi, Kaku, Mami, and Aji. Please know that she loved both her Badwe and Kardile families. Although we have lived in Australia for over 50 years, we hope to continue the strong connection with our relatives in India that Ai and Nana both had. When Nana passed away, I was 39 years old and pregnant with my first baby. It was a very difficult time for me, but with the loving support of Ai, my sisters, Betty, Miguel, and Xavier, I got through it. This time, however, I'm blessed to have my own children, Laisa and Raphael. In them, I see the cycle of life that Nana reminded me of in his last days. I know Nana is waiting for Ai with open arms, greeting her with his beautiful roses. Swati, Sanjay, and Annie looked after Ai for many, many years, whilst also supporting me and my young children. Thank you. Over the last few years, I felt it was my time to look after Ai. I wanted those precious moments with her. I'm ever so grateful that I had that time. So thank you, Laisa, Raphael, and Xavier. I know it was hard on you. My son Raphael remembers sitting with Ai, making boats out of paper. Rafa, you were loved as her youngest grandchild, and you brought her so much joy. Rafa Allah, she would clap, which means Rafa is here. Laisa, she treasured you for your gentle soul, your loving nature, your will to do so much for the world, and was so proud of all your achievements. I am still here for you, always. Just like your spirit is here for me, always. Your love was so strong and so absolutely unwavering. Not once did you say anything negative or bad to me, or about anyone. Not once did you have anger or express disappointment. You were only proud and showed love. How does one do that? You often spoke about the power of the mind. Be strong in the mind, Rupa. It is not easy, but I will try. I will try for my children and for all your family. In Ai's name, I will live a loving and gentle life.
O gentle soul, where did this gentle soul go? The earth is no longer graced with her presence, but it's out of our control. A mother to all, affectionately known as Ai, never one to demand, has now answered her call. She truly was a force to behold, never one to be angry, only loving, softly speaking words of wisdom and support, a true heart of gold. Be kind in every way, was what she said. Have a positive mind. She was never truly far away. From Annie's to Swati's to Rufus she went, bringing her family spirit without fail, washing the dishes, folding the clothes, she was content. She was always one to give, to cherish the little things, to appreciate the profound, and to endlessly forgive. All who knew her have been blessed, especially her family, for we, her children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren, now embark on her life's quest. What was this endeavour, you may ask? To offer peace and love endlessly, to cherish the family bond, was her life's task. Yes, the world is now without this gentle soul, but she lives on, in our smiles, in our embraces, in our hearts as a whole. Let us not be sore, let us accept. It is her time to rest. Our wanting must now grow still, as she is carried through Nana's door. While she blesses her new Eden, we must now embrace what she has left us. A beautiful family, a loving family, a strong family, whose bonds can only deepen. And now we bid farewell, but only to her physical person. For in every small act of kindness, in every small act of love, she is there, good and well.
Thank you.
उपनिषदामधला हा पहिला श्लोक आहे. ओम असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा मृतं गमय. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. This is the first verse of the Vedic prayer from the Upanishad, and it says, from evil lead me to good, from darkness lead me to light, and from death lead me to immortality. I'll hand over to Annie.
Thank you to so many of you who have contacted us with wonderful messages and the lovely memories that you've shared with us as well. It's truly appreciated. Quick thank you to Shrikant Deshpande, who spent the whole day with us yesterday to organise the photos and music for today. We're now going to just see some photo memories on the screen. After this, if you wish, please come forward to offer some flower offerings. And then you can make your way outside and proceed out the side, please. The immediate family will stay back for the cremation and then we'll join you at the wake. We thank you all for your love, your prayers, and for joining us all today.
Excuse me, Ashwini.
Yes.
I would like to say.
Please come forward. This is Lila Taigone, who has known Ai right from
78.
78.
Actually, I don't need the microphone, but I'm going to use it. I have known Badve family from 1978. Nana Badve was a lecturer in the TAFE, and so was I. But our relationship was one of love and affection. They were very good to me. I had just lost my husband. But they told me that I am their family. And they looked after me and my family very well. Sarojtai, of course, was a wonderful person, very, very kind, and very affectionate. You see, nowadays you don't see so much affection in the society. But she looked after us and we were very friendly. And I really miss her. I won't say God rest her soul. She was a wonderful soul. So I don't have any problem in accepting that she is with God. All my condolences with the family. I am involved in the first Hindu temple, Nana Badve and Sarojtai. When we needed people, we were just starting the temple with 100 people. And we started Ganesh Chaturthi, and they were very, very helpful for many years. And I still remember the help given by them to the mandir. So I would like to thank them, whether they are here or not, it doesn't matter. The souls are there, they will hear me. And of course, I would like to tell their family how wonderful they were. Thank you very much for giving me this chance. I was a great crasher. Thank you very much.
So we'll just start the video, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time that we can come in, put some flowers, say our goodbye to Sarojini. The etiquette of doing this is, can I have the people who are standing at the back to please come forward first, and the people in the next room, which is the columbarium. Can I please have you coming in? Then once they have finished, then we will start with the people in this hall from the last rows. Thank you. You can stand here with the flowers. And I will chop it up as we need it. Okay? Please come forward. Please come forward. Come around the back. Around the back that way. Yes, please come around the back.
Thank you. Thank you. And long time no see. Thank you. Solani's friends. Thank you. Oh, hi. Yes, thank you. Thank you.
There you go. Ladies and gentlemen who are present currently in the hall, may I have your attention, please? Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? Family, we need to be able to leave this hall in 10 minutes as there is another funeral after us. So I'm going to please ask that we move on our task. Thank you. Much kind. I'm the funeral director.
So you're not
No, 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 no. I work wherever the family wants to do it. I think it's good. I only do a solution. But Ah, yes, 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 we were there. Yeah.
Sorry, I get crushed.
Family, if you guys have finished what you need to do, please ask you to start getting outside. It's only the close family will stay behind here with me. Dear family, if anyone else is left to offer flowers, please come forward immediately, as we need to start with the next process. Can we please have this done? And once you have done that, please step outside the hall so that the close family and I can start with the next process. Thank you. Yeah. The other funeral director might jump. Yeah. Yes, definitely, definitely. I will. Dear all, may I please ask the family that are not supposed to be in the hall to start moving out? Thank you. Okay, I can only take in 6 people with me. Yep. So what we'll do at the moment is, once we finish this, we'll close the curtains whilst everybody's here. Then the people at the back will start preparing. Once they're ready, they will take us in through that door you see. We'll go in through from there. Yeah. So if you're ready, no, 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 no. You see this curtain?
Yeah.
They open that up and they take it from there.
Okay.
So what we'll do is we'll close these curtains now.
Yeah.
So whoever wants to close the curtains, please come here, and you can press this close button. Yeah. See that button there?
Yeah.
Just press and hold it.
Ready?
Ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much. So now what we'll do, only the 6 people who are going in with me to the crematorium are to stay here. The rest have to move out.